Breakups. You're feeling the pain. She left you. He cheated on you, whatever it is. You're wondering, how the hell do you move on? How do you get over this? I'm here to help, and I'm here to tell you that a big part of that's going to be looking at it as a good thing. Don't believe me? Stick around and I'll tell you why. What's up, YouTube family? Dave Medawar here. Glad you're here as always. And we're going to talk today about how your breakup can be a good thing. And that's a huge, pivotal way of looking at it if you want to move on and heal, find somebody better for you. The first thing I want to let you know is that whoever you meet in life tends to be a mirror of where you're at in life. And what it really means is that we have to look at the energy we're putting out there. See, there's a lot of negativity and bitterness, a lot of things we see on social media talking about, oh, I dated a toxic ex. Why did I meet this person? They're a POS. And we're constantly putting people down that were in our life at one point, and we're forgetting that we chose to date them. You know, we have free will, we meet somebody, and for whatever reason, we chose to entertain them being a part of our life. And it's not to fault you or to say that you're a bad person or you make shitty decisions in life. And I'm not here to say that. What I'm here to say, though, is that instead of focusing on the issue at hand with the breakup at a bird's eye view of just what you're seeing right now, oh, they're not calling back, they're with somebody else, how do they move on so quickly? Let's take it a little bit deeper. See, what I mean is that at a deeper level, we need to look at what were we looking to get fulfilled within us from that partner? And more importantly, how did this breakup itself teach us something that can actually make us become a much better person? And not only that, but attract a much better person in our life. So before I get into that, click on that subscribe button if you like what you see here. And likes are always appreciated as well. And so we need to look at some of the things that we put out there, right? Our insecurities, where we're at in terms of our belief system, you know, our hobbies, our interests. We tend to meet people that may have the same kind of social outing or same hobbies, which is awesome. You know, looks are important too, no matter what anybody says. You want to be attracted to somebody that you meet because it's not fair to them or ourselves to date somebody we're not attracted to. But a lot of times what will happen is we're putting out an energy out there that we just want to not be lonely. We just want to accept anybody who's into us. We're okay settling for somebody that shows us attention, somebody that we're attracted to. And we're not looking at a lot of these other things that are important, such as, do our values meet? If I were to have kids with this person, would they be a suitable parent? And if not, then why am I with them? So it's easy on the surface to look at the breakup as something that's symptomatic. Right now in this moment, you're not with that person anymore. You're trying everything in your will to just get them back tooth and nail, right? You know, we've been there, I've been there. And this is something where it's emotions that are involved. As an outsider, anybody can say, oh, how come you're going back to that person? Or why do you still want that person? But then when you're in the situation itself, you know, your emotions are engaged. You have an attraction to this person. They met your needs in some way, whether good or bad. But what we have to also look at, though, is what needs were we trying to get met by dating that person? And that's why I'm a big advocate of journaling, where we can use this breakup itself as a way to self-reflect. Because a lot of times what will happen is when we were with somebody, we made our identity associated with that person. We stopped going to the gym. We stopped hanging out with our friends. We started just doing things that they want to do. And the effort behind it is understandable because we want to be accepted, we want to be liked, and we want to make the other person happy. But sometimes it's at the expense of ourselves because now we no longer have a sense of self. And then what happens is when that person just gets up and leaves, it's literally like a big piece of our heart has been ripped apart from us, right? So this is an opportunity where we can almost look at the breakup as a gift. It's a way to recenter and re-baseline with ourselves. This is where we can go back to taking ourselves out on dates. You know, it might be awkward. That's okay. Just go ahead and grab some food by yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Find some new hobbies, maybe find some new friends in a new social circle. And then also look at what in that particular partner did you like? Make a list of 10 things. And then also make a list of things that maybe you didn't like. And it's a lesson learned that, hey, maybe this matters to me more. Or maybe after dating this person, I thought I wanted this particular thing, like moving to a new city or something. And then I realized that, no, I want to stay here and start a family. So I now want to meet somebody that's not looking to move around, but who's ready to settle down. You know, it could be whatever. And another thing to look at too is we got to also understand our own value sets, because it's very easy in the midst of dating to just go with the flow and try and do things that don't rock the boat, don't cause conflict with the other person. And then a lot of times what's happening is that we're having our own boundaries violated because we don't want to lose the relationship. We don't want to experience being single and, quote, lonely. And so we're doing things we normally wouldn't be happy with, but we're just trying to appease the other person. But then now what happens is you go through a breakup and then again and then again. That's an opportunity to say, look, something is cycling here, and maybe it's on my end. Maybe I got to get a little bit more picky about this particular value, whether it's your faith, whether it's wanting kids, whether it's getting to know somebody beyond just looks, making sure that you have the same political views, and there's no right or wrong answer here. We're all different people. And we have to stop criminalizing the other person too. Just because somebody wasn't a good fit for us, it doesn't make them a bad person. And we should still look at this as a gift. Because when that person showed up in your life, they showed you back a reflection of yourself. And what that can actually reveal a lot of times are chinks in our character. And we get this feedback from the breakup that says, hey, maybe there's something I actually have to work on. Maybe there are these insecurities that popped up in the relationship. Maybe I got to talk to a professional. Maybe I got to start going to the gym because I was dating somebody who values nutrition and fitness and I just wanted to sit at home. And in many ways, that other person left us with a gift where sometimes the relationship had to end. I'll repeat it again. Sometimes the relationship had to end to get the lesson because we weren't going to be motivated while we were actually with that person. But pain itself can be a very powerful motivator. Like for me, myself, I talk about this in my book. 7 years ago, I had the worst year of my life. And by the way, my book is in the description below. This was a year where I had a relationship that ended. But now looking back, I'm so thankful for it because at the time, I didn't understand it. You're trying to fight for the ex back. You're trying to say this, I'll do anything, blah, blah, blah. But you know what became the new part of my life? After that relationship ended, this YouTube channel started. I'm now in the best shape of my life. I discovered dancing. I discovered photography. My social circle has leveled up quite a bit. I have a lot more understanding of who I am as a person. I actually really resonate now with my own boundaries. And those things wouldn't have been a part of my new life had that relationship not ended. See, in the midst of pain and wanting to be attached to somebody, it's very easy to say in that moment, look, I don't want you to leave. I want this to keep going on. Even if you know in the pit of your soul that the relationship is still not serving both of you well, sometimes the pain of being single again is so much more than the pain of the relationship itself that we choose the lesser of two evils. There's a saying, right, that people tend to do more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. And sometimes that pain that we're avoiding that we should actually endure is stepping away, being single for a bit, finding out more about who we are as a person. And then that pleasure can be that dream relationship that now you're attracting because you are a better version of yourself now, having learned from that last experience, and you're putting out a better energy there too. So I hope this video was helpful. Just some of my thoughts on the dating realm of things, and I'll see you guys around. Later.